Okay, so I guess this is recording. This is really weird for me um, because the camera. You'll have to excuse me. I don't do a lot of videos, but I do want to start. So I will make this announcement that you'll probably see a lot more videos from me in the coming days. Um, it is. I don't even know what today is. I know it's a lovely Sunday. Um, it's July 22nd. It is 7:16 in the morning. I just got off work at 6 o'clock, worked a full 8 hours. Power went out in the city of North Little Rock once again. So it was a very hectic night. Um, the topic that I'm wanting to talk about is probably something that a lot of people have speculated about for years. Um, Something that I've heard from other people, whispers in the street. I'm just kind of over it. In the next month, I will be turning 29. I'm almost 30 years old. This has bothered me for a long time. It has haunted me. And today, I sat in my car when I got off work and I was like, you know what? Over it. I'm over it. I'm over hiding. I'm over feeling like I have to walk on my tiptoes and not be able to just breathe. I'm over it. So, I felt like I could be an inspiration to some people. This is something that like I said, I've thought about doing for quite some time now and just opening up to everybody. And if I can at least touch one person and I can affect one person to feel like they can come to me and talk to me, whether it be about what I am going to reveal or anything in life. I mean, I'm here. My door's always open. I'm not going to go off and spread your business to the world. I'm not going to judge you. I hate people that judge. That drives me crazy. You never know what anybody has gone through. You don't know anybody's background or story. So all these people that get on Facebook and social media and share all these things and they think tee hee hee ha ha is so funny. It's not funny at all, because everyone has a story. Everyone has gone through something in life, and whether or not they wish to reveal that is their personal right. Uh, but I mean, if they do, they do. If they don't, let's not speculate them for revealing it. Instead, let's try to uplift them and, let them know that they're not alone in this world. But anywho, I want to start a blog. I don't want to, or vlog, I should say. I don't want to ramble on. A lot of people have always speculated and heard things about me and have always wondered, whether it was true. I never understood why I was always a topic of discussion. I'm not that popular. I'm not that big of a deal, but to some people, I'm obviously very relevant and important. So good for them. Um, let's see. Back in 2008, out of high school, everybody's excited. I was a 2007 graduate, and I was dating a guy. I will not reveal his name. That's not important. But we were official. He was my boyfriend. We had dated for some months. We were physically involved, yes. And I trusted him. This was my boyfriend, mine. I didn't think I had to share him with anybody. So I wasn't too worried about being with this guy. I would go and see him. I'd pick him up, take him to work. If I went out, he always made sure I was okay. If we were in the same area. He was a pretty sweet guy. I pursued him. He pursued me. It was kind of like a mutual thing. I thought he was really sweet. He was a street dude. Girls, of course, go through that phase, but he was also very intelligent, and that drew me to him. Um, we dated off and on. We had mutual friends. We would hang out, do what we did. We had sex quite a few times. Maybe about the fifth time, maybe more than that, I don't know. That was 2008. I've slept since then. I noticed that something was different about me. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew that something was not right down there. And this is a sensitive topic for me, so bear with me. I know I'm going to have a few tears shed, and I know I'm going to ramble and kind of beat around the bush, but um, you know, I expressed my concerns to him, and I gave him an opportunity, and I talked to him about it before, you know, trying to confide in someone else. And I'm like, something isn't right, something doesn't feel right, it don't look right. And he just kind of brushed it off like it was nothing. He was, oh, you know, it's because I beat it up. You know, there's nothing to be worried about. And so I'm sitting here like, no, like I showed him something is not right. Um, and he didn't care. Boys, the age of about 18, 19, all they care about is getting some coochie. So he still wanted to do it. Me being the young, dumb, and in love girl that I was, I didn't want to upset him. I didn't want to lose my man. So I sat there and I endured pain. It was painful. It was terrible. Um, I went to my mom and I expressed my concerns with her, and I was like, hey, something is not right. Um, yeah, I need to make an appointment like ASAP. Like, something has got to be done. And so she's like, okay, you know, no problem. We'll, you know, set you up a doctor's appointment and we'll get you checked out. I call him that night and I tell him, you know, I'm like, anything that you need to say, anything that you want to come clean about, now is the chance to do it, because I'm going to get checked, and I'm praying it's not what I'm thinking it is, you know, like, God forbid, my life is over. It hadn't even started. I wasn't even old enough to buy liquor. And, you know, he beats around the bush and he's quiet, and before I know it, he says, well, if the doctor does say that you have something, I know who it could have been. It was this nasty bitch who gave me head, and, you know, I knew something wasn't right about her and all this and that. So I'm sitting here because you knew that you had something, or in my opinion, you possibly had something, and you did not express that with me, nor did you have enough, you know, concern or enough care to let me know these things before we start, you know, doing the do without protection. True enough, it takes two to tango. So I don't fault him 100%, 90% maybe, but, you know, I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, you know, this boy, he knew. So I go to the doctor, I think the next day, because my mom, she's up there, and, you know, she can get me pushed in. Like, I was upset, I was pissed, I was nervous. I get up there, and the doctor, I'm very familiar with him. My mom's worked with him for years, you know, comes in and he's like, what's your concerns? I express them. I tell him I'm already knowing what he's probably gonna say, but to actually hear the doctor come in, sit you down, check you out, and his head drops, and he doesn't tell you this is something you can just take a pill and it magically vanishes. He doesn't tell you this is something that is going to just up and vanish. It's like, it's here. And that day, don't have the exact date, just know it was 2018, I was diagnosed with, oh my god, the H word. Here comes Little Rock Wash. I'm sure my video is going to end up posted on it, and at this point, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I was diagnosed with herpes. There you go, world. Everybody's always wondered. I don't know why. I keep to myself. I have my select few friends, but it was something that obviously, I mean, people are going to gossip. They're going to talk. It's human nature. I've always wanted to know about me. Yes, the rumors are true, and it's not something that I'm proud of. Not proud of it at all. In fact, I walked out of that room, and I promise you, I probably looked like something off of a movie where they get down on their knees and they just shake their fists like, why, you know? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why me? Automatically, when I hear the confirmation of what I thought it was, I start just listing off every negative thing that could possibly come to my mind. I will probably never be able to have kids. You know, I don't want to put my kids at risk. I will never find a man that will stick around with me or want to be seen with me in public because, be honest, who in their right minds wants to be with a girl who has herpes? Everybody's gonna know. You're gonna have your finger pointed at you. It's like walking around in nothing but your underwear. Like, you're gonna be noticed, you know. And I was that issue. I was that problem. So I wasn't too happy about that. You know, I'm like, who's gonna want me? My life is over. I'm ruined. I'm no good. Stick a fork in me, like I'm done. Um, I was at that point at my lowest. I was suicidal. I dropped out of school and I fell off the face of the earth. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Like, there were people who probably thought I was dead because I was off of social media. I went to school for a little bit until I couldn't take it. That was all I thought about. My mind was consumed with it. Like, you know, people looking at me in the halls. What are they going to think of me? What are they, you know, going to say about me? Are they going to spread it to everybody? Because people love to spread gossip. Like I said, it's human nature. I'm guilty. I spread gossip. Try not to. Shit happens. Um, you know, it just sucks. I was always naive, and I thought that you could only get it if you were promiscuous. I was always sitting there saying to myself, you know, I'm not a hoe. I wasn't out here screwing everybody. You know, why is it that the hoes out of high school got married and have these nice, big, pretty houses and, you know, husbands that love them, but I end up with someone who I thought loved me and I love them, but he didn't love me enough to let me know his status. He didn't love me enough to protect me from that. This isn't, like I said, something you can just take a pill and it vanishes. It is with you. You're stuck with it. And it not only will affect you from time to time physically, but it will most definitely drain you mentally. You will drive yourself insane. And I did. I had many relationships. I was honest about it. I would tell guys, and they would say that they were okay with it and things would be okay and normal. You know, a little awkward because I'm pretty sure, you know, they don't know anything about it. Nobody's really educated about it. Nobody talks about it enough. They'll talk about people with it, but nobody talks about it enough and just how common it is, because it is. Um, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know, I'm in a relationship, everything will be fine, and when it comes time, you know, okay, they've waited long enough, they kind of want to get physical. I get to that point and I'm like, here we go. I have got to reveal my status. And that part sucks. It does. I cried. I should say I cried every time. Every time I was a big ball of nerves. Every time, because I felt disgusting. There are still days that I feel disgusting. Um, I mean, nobody wants to live with that. Nobody, you know, if you're coming up and I'm just wearing a big shirt and I have that on my shirt, you're not gonna automatically, ooh, you know, blind date and I'm wearing this. Like, you're not gonna automatically come to my table and sit and talk with me and get to know me as a person. You're going to see just that, and I feel like that's what every guy in a relationship with me, or that we've gone through the talking stage, has only seen. That's all they see, and they can't see past that, you know. And so many people come up to me and they're like, oh, you are too pretty, girl, shut that up. I don't know why you're always saying that. You know, having a kid, everybody has a kid. There's no reason for you to feel that way, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here in the back of my head like, girl, like, dude, there is way more to life and way more to a person than what's on the outside. Like, beauty is only skin deep. You know, and some people can't look past that. And so that's just them. Some people are just shallow, and I mean, you can't fault them. That's how they are. I don't judge anybody. I'm not going to force anybody to be with me and want to talk to me and work past it. It just happens. So I feel like that is a major hindrance on my dating life, my, outside life. Where I don't really communicate with a lot of people. I don't talk. Like, I laugh and I smile and I joke so much. I am the girl at work that goofs off and I make lots of jokes. Um, and here comes the waterworks, but um, a lot of people don't know that I suffer and I stress, and it will put you in a depressive state. You don't know what I go through, like, I'm happy one minute, I'm talking to a guy, I'm beautiful. Yeah, I am beautiful. I get the good morning beautiful texts, I get the calls, I get the messages. Then it comes down to, okay, it's too good to be true, let me go ahead and tell you now. And it's like, oh, okay, wasn't expecting that. And, like I said, things will be good a couple of months and they disappear. And that was that. Without a trace, without a reason, without a warning. They are gone. And I'm left right back where I was. Square one. I'm by my lonesome. And I hated it. It's depressing to know you can show all of these good attributes. Anybody that knows me, anybody that's ever come into contact with me knows I would give the shirt off of my back, literally open my wallet and give you the last dollar to my name. And I mean, I'm nice to pretty much anybody, that I meet. I try to be that way because I don't know if they're in the same situation as me or the same walks of life. But men and some people, some women, friends, they can't see past that. And God forbid you be seen with somebody like me. God forbid, you have to date a girl like me or have to hear, I heard your girl got, well, I heard about your girl, and are you really, that's just nasty. You don't have to be nasty to end up like me. You don't have to be out here having community coochie to end up like me. There are married women who have been faithful to their husbands and given them their all, who sit there and are submissive to their husbands and wake up the next day wondering what the hell happened. Something ain't right. You're thinking those people are for you, and you're thinking those people are going to be there for you, and they're not. You would think that they would care enough, but they don't. They don't. It's not talked about, and I really don't expect a lot of people to get on here and open up and me too, me too. This isn't a me too movement call at all. This isn't, something that I expect a lot of people to react to and openly decide to express to the world that they have. It's taken me 10 years, a decade. It's been since 2008 to just be like, you know what, I don't care about what other people think anymore. I don't care about being judged. Post my face, my picture. I don't care. That just shows that you have nothing else better to do than talk about other people. You have no money to go make. You have no child to take care of. No home to keep clean. Do you? Do you by all means. But if I can reach out to somebody and they feel like they can come to me and talk to me, then I have made an impact and I'm okay with that. This is something that I've contemplated long and hard about because I always thought, well, maybe, this doesn't need to be revealed to the world. Maybe this should just be between me and whoever it is that I'm sleeping with. But why care anymore? When I say this has been the biggest burden and the biggest hindrance in my life, and I'm always sitting here feeling like I'm hiding behind a shadow because I'm not like the next person. I'm not like the girl sitting beside me. She doesn't have to worry about that. She doesn't have to worry about one day getting so close to a guy and being so not really in love but infatuated, thinking this guy is so perfect, but is he gonna accept me? They don't have to worry about that. It hurts. It hurts, and whoever goes through it and has to go through the motions, like, you're not alone. You're not alone. Because I do every time. Every time. It is this big gulp of air that I take, and sometimes I feel like I'm just gonna choke and I don't know how to say it. But the biggest message, I'll make more videos. Maybe this will reach people in different states across the world. Like, I'm hoping this vlog that I am wanting to start will take off and more people will start to be aware. Like, I'm more so telling people, don't take your health for granted. Don't trust half of these people, including the ones that say they love you. I'm not trying to break up happy homes and have people looking at their partners like, you got something you need to tell me. This isn't the point at all. Be careful. If it's still fresh on, please use protection. Use it, because I did not. Take care of yourself. If you want to go get tested with your partner, I'm not opposed to it. Go for it. Know their status. Know your status. You might not even know. It lies dormant in some people. It happens. But with this guy, I knew fairly early on, because it just progressively just with him. And like I said, he admitted. And I also heard from other people that they know of another person that he gave it to back in high school. So it's amazing that this guy that didn't care enough about me, his girlfriend, would go around and spread rumors to people to try to cover his own ass and say that I gave it to him. Nobody. No, sir. I've got people that had knew you way before coming to me. People I didn't know at the time that were telling me this. And even your own friend coming to me telling me how you plotted to, like, break the windows out of my car and do some more stuff. Like, that's female stuff. That's for another story. That's neither here nor there. I've gotten my point out. I had to get that off of my chest. It's been sitting here heavy on my heart for years. If I lose friends, oh well. When I say I have the best group of friends who know, who are supportive, who love me, who check on me, and they don't get enough props. They don't get enough recognition. Like, I love each and every one of you. I have a huge family who love me, who are supportive, and I know would never judge me, and they have not. Through all of my F-ups in life, they have never judged me. So, fuck a friend, fuck a hater. I don't care at this point. I'm gonna have people look at me sideways, probably feel some kind of way, like, oh, don't touch her, like, you can get it. Those are idiots. Those are people I don't need in my life. Goodbye. Like, I don't care. For the people that are supportive, that, no life happens, that aren't here to judge, but instead be supportive in everything. I appreciate you in advance. I'm pretty sure that my inbox is about to blow up. But I mean, all messages are welcome. Call me what you want. Negative ones will not be responded to. I will block you. Point blank, period. But for the people that are supportive, I hope that you share. I hope that it's in good intention and it's not malicious, your shares. But yeah, this is me being transparent. It's a good old Sunday, and welcome to my world. This is me.